What's up guys, so my name's Kevin and today I'm going to start this YouTube channel off by uploading my first video.
She gon' let that shit bang for me, yeah. She gon' let that shit bang for me, yeah. She gon' let that shit.
So basically this channel is just going to be about filmmaking and just making videos in general. I've been making videos for the past year now. I've just always wanted to make a YouTube channel, so that's what this is. Today I'm going to show you how I do slow motion in my videos. There's 1,000 different ways to do it. If there's a better way to do it, that's why I'm just showing you how I'm doing it and the way that I find is the most reliable. If you want to follow along step by step, there's a link in the description. Also, there's going to be a color grading pack in the description, completely free. These are just some of the color grades that I use in some of my videos. There's also a tutorial on how you can apply them to your videos as well. So yeah. So now that we're in the computer, the first thing you want to do is just open up Premiere and right click over in this panel, new item and new sequence. So here's the sequence settings that I'm going to be using. It's under red camera. It's a 4K HD 16:9 and it's 23 frames a second. So I'm going to click OK. So now we've created that sequence and we have our footage here that we're going to use. So this is just the footage that I'm going to be using. As you can see, it's really jerky and not smooth. So one of the most important parts of this was just the first bit, creating the sequence at a 23 frames per second timeline, because if we film in 120 frames per second, it's going to allow us, we're going to interpret the footage to 23 frames a second, which means that the footage is going to be extra slow and it's going to be smooth and there's not going to be any cut frames. So we're going to right click, we're going to modify, interpret footage, and this is what it's going to assume. So we're going to click there and we're going to press 23 frames a second. You can leave everything else the way it is, that's fine, and just click OK. So now you can see the difference. It's gonna just be in slow motion straight away. So I'm just gonna drag the whole clip down just to give you a better idea. So we're gonna drag it in and it's gonna say keep existing settings. So because I filmed this in a 1920 by 1080, it's in a 4K sequence, so we're gonna have to scale this to 4K size. So to do that, we're gonna right click and we're gonna scale to frame size. So now it's 4K, it's in a 4K timeline, which is perfect, and that's what we need. So as you can see, if I play that now, it's playing fairly slow. So, and I'm gonna cut that around there. Just go back. Yeah, that's pretty nice there. So just to make this a bit nicer, we're gonna... Okay, so just to make this a bit nicer looking, a bit more cinematic, I'm gonna bring in these bars, which will just give it a kind of cinematic effect. So we want these shoes more in the frame, so we can come over to effects control and position, and we're just gonna bring that down a bit, like that. So that's looking pretty nice there. I like how that's looking. So now, just to make this a bit nicer, we're going to add a bit of film grain on top of this clip. So you might see this, don't panic. So we're gonna press Alt and we're gonna just drag it across just to duplicate it. Like that. And now we're going to highlight all them film grains and we're going to nest that. So we click the nest and under the blend mode of the film grain, we're going to set it as an overlay. And that's a bit strong, so I'm going to bring down the opacity gonna bring down the opacity to around let's just say 40. Okay, so now let's see what we have. So that looks fairly cinematic there. Okay, so now the final step, I'm going to right click and I'm gonna add a new adjustment layer. So those settings are perfect. We can just drag this in. So technically we want the 4K bars on top of that and the nested sequence under the bars, and then we want our color grade under the nested sequence. So now that we have the nested sequence there, this LUT pack is going to be in the description below, completely free. Let's just see what LUT 1 looks like. So when you apply a LUT, obviously don't take it that every clip is going to look good. So you want to just come back and just kind of tinker with it yourself. So I'm going to add a bit of vibrance. We can see it up in this window here, what it's kind of doing to the whole footage. I think that looks pretty cool. So all the LUTs, by the way, are in the description. They're completely free. So yeah, you might as well just go down and download them and just test them out. They might not be for you, but they're free, so you might as well just give them a go. So yeah, let's play the clip back just once. So that's all I have for you today. Yeah, I hope you enjoy. I hope you learned something. If there's an easier way to do it, please let me know, because this is just the way I've been doing it. I'm sure there are better ways to do it. Oh yeah, make sure to download the LUT pack in the description. It's completely free. And just mess around with it and let me know what you think. So hope you enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe just for more stuff down the road. Yeah, thanks very much, and salut.